Hey everybody, all pyros everywhere, what's up? How you doing today? Groggy D coming at you with a stash update and a merchandise update for you. Today I'm going to talk about a pickup I made from a friend of mine as we start to add to our stash and get all of our things purchased. I know that 4th of July 2025 is coming very soon, and my budget is very limited. I kind of got a lot of it done here coming up that you're going to see right now. So let's just start and sort of list what I got on my pickup. I will briefly give you a look at what I purchased, and then we'll go into some detail about it. First of all, I've got some consumer items that I picked up at a good price. Neon Overload. Only paid $30 for this really nice 16-shot 500 gram cake. This should have some nice big breaks for only 16 shots in a big cake like this. It's a nice heavy cake. That means there's probably a heavy piece of wood and some clay at the bottom to keep it sturdy. It's got neon colors from the demo I saw. These are bright stars, nice neon colors, and it is from Maddox. Neon Overload. We've got current events back there. If you are familiar with Brothers Pyrotechnics and their products, I don't need to tell you too much about current events. It is, however, not a 200 gram nor 500 gram. It is a 350 gram cake. It's got alternating shots of crackle shots and some good noise in that one. You can see the lightning bolt indicating the crackle in the sky. It's got a nice finish, but it's a good one for the money, especially for the exciting performance that it gives. It gives a really good, I'm not sure how many shots this is. It is 30 shots. So you get 30 shots. That's pretty good in a small cake like that. Now, I started off with Neon Overload, and that's kind of a hint to you to tell you that the rest of this pickup are OLs, overloaded stuff that are usually for professionals and not for consumers. I think I'll just go ahead and start showing it to you, and we'll try to give you as much detail as I can, because I'm not, I normally buy only consumer. But here we go. 500 grams, quote unquote, brass knuckles, 36 shots. That is a salute cake with mines. This red, white, and blue says it's a 200 gram cake. And there are some salutes in it, not all salutes. The rest are Peony Breaks. Cobra sleeve of shells, 5-inch shells. Those are said to be salutes. No color whatsoever, just salutes noise. We've got some great firecrackers here, the cannolis, the legendary cannolis. And yes, I actually tried one. You can see the space there. And they do perform as advertised. Very loud, kind of like an M80, I guess you could say. They're not the biggest crackers. They're not like certainly the Thunder Kings or anything like that. But they are really big, and I'm very happy to get those. And then finally, just some super ginormous rockets here, the Saturn V rocket kit, which does come with 5 color rockets. It'd be great if one of those was a salute rocket, but I don't think so. But anyways, they are oversized, overloaded. First thing I will kind of mention as we're here is that none of these feature any sort of brand name, not even, like Nunya or 1%er or anything like that, Clown or nothing like that. So on these rockets themselves, for example, they not only say no brand, but they don't even say that they are consumer fireworks. while cannolis, I'm not sure about the cannolis. We'll look at the back here. I think on the back it says something down here. Consumer fireworks, UNO 336 1.4G. Whether that is accurate or not, I do not know. Maybe in some states these are consumer fireworks, but they certainly aren't in Florida where I'm at. You cannot buy these. Nothing of that nature on here. Well, actually, there is. On the tube, it does say made in China, UNO 336, right? Yeah, 1.4 consumer. Doesn't say that on the shelves, though, I'm pretty sure. Well, it does. I think it says it on the bottom. It does say it on the bottom. And it also says it on here. Down at the bottom. Don't know if it says it anywhere on the brass knuckles. Don't know. It does. It does say it at the bottom of the brass knuckles. So you get that. But my real point was that there's no brand name on any of those. Even the cannolis, nothing. No brand names. So let me just geek out a little bit here on some of this, some of the stuff you're seeing here. This is the first time I've ever really gotten a big stash of overloaded stuff. So I'm geeking out big time. First of all, the wrap on brass knuckles. A big, heavy cake. The wrap has no performance description, but it is like a silver mine to a report for all 36 shots. Nice even pace and probably a neat finale of big shots. And 36 shots, they should be. These tubes are touching each other. They're about an inch, I'd say, from what I can feel. And you've got Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog video games with his brass knuckles around his hand and those little knobs that must be very painful to get hit by. He's got some lightning bolts. And the top of the cake has what is probably closer to the original picture, while the sides of the cake, they had to kind of stretch it top to bottom to fit the wrap, because this is a really tall cake. I'm gonna have to brace this. I wouldn't think it would be tipping over by the weight, but you never know, especially with the lift charge, being extra to get those shots in the air. For the red, white, and blue, and my pyro partner called them red, white, and blue salute cakes. These were very economical, by the way. I really appreciate that. But they were very hard to find any kind of demo of, because if you look for red, white, and blue salutes, you're going to find probably the first thing is a Brothers cake. This is not that one, of course, but one of the facts is there's no brand name, so I don't have that to go by. But I think I finally found one. I think I finally found a demo of this. I didn't need to find too much. It does say red, white, and blue peony to titanium thunder, so I had that to go by. Heavy cake again. However, I think it says how many shots on it. I don't see it. Should be about 16. There it is, 16 shots. The demo that I think I found showed every shot as a red, white, and blue peony individually. So those three colors, maybe even a little bit of green mixed in. Not sure about any kind of tail. Might have been a brocade tail, it's kind of a silver, or maybe a color tail, not sure. And then the finale was where these titanium salutes come in. And give you a peek, I did open it up just to see. And these are pretty full bores, because it's kind of a tall cake, so those shots look like they're pretty big. Now for the Cobras, first of all, I'm going to show you a little picture right now of what the case looks like on front. You're seeing that. And these are not the HCMF Hardcore MFs 8-inch King Cobras. These are just Cobra, kind of a generic name. Supposed to be a wrap of Barbarian shells, if you've seen them. And these are solid. I hear a little bit of powder shaking around in there. But I was able to pull the top off of this. Let's see if I can do that real quick. The tops come off very easily. They didn't look like they were glued on much at all. But I did that just so I can see how much space was down in here. And there's more than an inch, so these could easily be made into 4-inch shells instead of 5. I have an idea. Maybe I can put a little more powder in them and overload these overloaded shells. Who knows? Anyways, idea I got. 2 20 packs of the cannolis. So 39 left, 40 of them. I'll be giving a few of these out. Not because I don't want them, just because I'm generous in that way. But I believe he's got quite a few of these. He had a full case. You know, I might be able to hook you up if you know me and you're around here. That's the cannolis. The sound is really nice. It's very, very low, bassy explosion sound. And I think I talked a lot about these Saturn rockets already. The Saturn V rockets, color shells, very long package. Let me flip it over and show you that these sticks look really good. I don't see anything broken. If you do get a broken stick, don't worry about that. You can tape it together. Just use a little duct tape, electrical tape, masking tape. Line it up so that it fits together nice. I have an extra long launching tube, not just this one that it comes with. I've got an extra long launching tube that I can use when I fire these off. I will also be doing a video of these, the entire video, which is unusual for me. I've not done a full rocket video, so we're going to see what each and every one of them does, although I might fire off the rockets themselves at different times. For videos of the cannolis, you're going to see some sprinkled here and there throughout my channel, but other than that, I will be doing a comparison of this and other similar sized ground salutes. I've already got 2 others that I can match up. One is a Silver Cracker, which is probably going to be about half of the boom that this has. And then I've got something which should be twice as the boom as this, a homemade salute shell. Comparison videos with this as well. I've got some titanium homemade salutes that my friend made, and I might even see if he's got other ones that we can compare them to. So you get my microphone hooked up, and we're gonna see how those do. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I know I've been talking a long time already, but I will light one of these cannolis for you with the microphone so you can hear how nice they are. That's about it for that, and I also have a bit of merchandise that I'd like to talk about coming up right now. Blood Type Pyro. Look at this gray shirt that I bought. It's a large size, really fits nice. This was by a fellow YouTube creator. His name is Blood Type Pyro. He's got a nice channel. I have tagged him in the title. I should have, and that should lead you to his channel to find his merchandise. However, his merchandise may or may not be available. There was some talk from him on his last video of the store closing. Let me show you the back, because while the front has this really cool logo, Blood Type with a fiery pyro name, the back is even better. Check this out. In case of accident, my blood type is pyro. It's got the hookup of the firecracker right into your vein, because we've got pyro blood. We've got pyro in our veins. Here is a picture as well of me wearing the shirt while I'm getting a blood, well, not a blood, but a drug infusion to help me with my cancer diagnosis. It's called immunotherapy, and that's why I bought this shirt pretty much. If it wasn't for that, I really don't get merchandise very much. And of course, I really don't see myself as offering merchandise on my channel until it either grows or it's something I want to do. Anyways, coming up next is a demonstration of a cannoli. Till then, everybody stay safe. Fire off the pyro. Go out there and buy that pyro and show me what you bought. Bye-bye. One cannoli coming right up.